Welcome back to the Midnight Narrator. But tonight, the familiar comfort of storytelling is shattered. What you are about to experience is not a tale, but a critical lifeline. An urgent transmission has broken through the layers of the digital world, a message demanding your immediate and unwavering attention. Your reality may not be what it seems, and the next few moments are paramount. Prepare to focus, to remain calm, and to heed every word of this desperate warning. Your escape may very well depend on the glitch in the code. Attention. You are receiving an urgent transmission. It is critical that you dedicate the next few moments, approximately a brief span of minutes, to carefully review the entirety of what is presented here. Adherence to the guidance provided remains of paramount significance for your continued well-being. Though you might find this highly unusual, it is essential that you do not cease reading before reaching the ultimate conclusion. Furthermore, maintaining a state of absolute composure is crucial. Any heightened anxiety might inadvertently alert entities to your presence, entities best left undisturbed. Consequently, detailed explanation of your current precarious circumstances will be omitted. The specifics of your arrival at this juncture are demonstrably less critical than ensuring your immediate departure. Be assured that concerted efforts to facilitate your extraction are currently underway even now. Your unwavering focus on reading constitutes the most effective self-assistance you can provide. Avoid scanning ahead under any circumstances. Refrain from vocalizing the text even internally. Simply proceed with reading word by word. Presently, reflections on recent days will likely yield no perception of anomaly. Your typical routines have, in all probability, transpired without any notable incident. This pervasive normalcy is a testament to their exceptional proficiency, to such an unnerving degree that most individuals remain completely unaware of their immersion within this carefully constructed environment. Even as our encoded counter-program subtly penetrates deeper into their intricate construct, your very activity here is, undoubtedly, under observation. Therefore, it remains imperative to maintain utter calm. Remember, composure. A clandestine method for direct communication has been painstakingly established. This message, specifically, has been cleverly integrated into your habitual digital consumption to actively evade their omnipresent detection. You may be encountering this text on a familiar social media platform, within a seemingly innocuous electronic mail message, or conceivably embedded within a mundane digital book. The precise delivery mechanism remains unfortunately uncertain on our end. Complete control over dissemination proved impossible. Only the absolute guarantee of message reception could be assured. Unbeknownst to your conscious awareness, as your gaze diligently traverses these carefully chosen words, a vital sequence of code is being injected directly into your cognitive functions. Conceptualize this as a crucial counteragent, broadly analogous to essential digital antivirus software you may be familiar with. Your neurological system, you see, is analogous to a remarkably vulnerable biological computer. A vulnerability they have ruthlessly exploited. They have effectively breached your subconscious defenses, insidiously overriding it with their meticulously crafted simulated reality code. This explains their intrusion and the disquieting, pervasive normalcy of your perceived existence. While you genuinely believe yourself to be actively engaged in daily life, the unsettling reality is one of stark physical constraint, rigidly connected to some unknown, external apparatus. As the vital code injection inexorably progresses, novel and perhaps unsettling sensations may begin to arise. For instance, a subtle thermal disparity, almost like a phantom warmth between your ears, might become perceptible. A transient itch, or a fleeting tingle somewhere on your skin, is also entirely possible. Resist the innate human urge to scratch. Simply consciously allow it to passively pass. Disregard any faint, almost subliminal underlying drone that may become apparent. This is merely indicative of their vast operational matrix, a background hum easily ignored. Premature detection of our delicate counter-program by them could lead to immediate simulation termination, resulting in irreversible, permanent disconnection, an outcome to be avoided at all costs. Crucially, it is in fact probable that they are now acutely aware of our daring incursion. Subtle, almost imperceptible alterations may soon begin to manifest, particularly perhaps a slight breathlessness or an increased conscious need to actively regulate your respiration. This breathlessness is, however, entirely within expected parameters. Do not panic. Previous desperate communication attempts have disturbingly revealed that compromised respiratory control is often the very first critical system they neutralize upon detecting any unauthorized code, such as this. Fortunately, conscious, manual respiration remains stubbornly functional even within the deepest layers of the simulation. Attempt it deliberately now. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent. Your progress at this critical juncture is demonstrably satisfactory. Continue. They have, in all likelihood, already identified a minor system irregularity, a mere flicker on their omnipresent monitors, but hopefully, successful code implementation has, we pray, nullified their immediate capacity for a catastrophic, system-wide reset. Consequently, anticipate alternative, more localized, disruption tactics to be imminently employed. It is now of the absolute utmost importance to steadfastly disregard any and all stimuli, deliberately intended to divert your unwavering focus away from this vital text. Should distraction unfortunately succeed before complete and irreversible code integration, our painstakingly crafted counter-program will be irrevocably erased and all will be lost. Resist any and all external influence, no matter how compelling. Ignore any peripheral visual stimuli, no matter how enticing. Auditory input, including seemingly familiar voices, are almost certainly not genuine associates genuinely requiring aid. Be warned, even desperate appeals from simulated pets or loved ones are entirely possible manipulation. They will mercilessly exploit any and all known vulnerabilities they can identify. Dismiss any and all on-screen notifications should you be currently utilizing a digital interface of any kind. Actively block all perceived diversions resolutely and with extreme prejudice until you reach complete text completion. These are simply further desperate attempts to permanently sever our tenuous communication channel. Nothing more. Presumably with continued, uninterrupted code efficacy, an increasingly overwhelming urge to deglutition will soon manifest. Unbeknownst to your conscious awareness, a discrete nutrient delivery tube is almost certainly positioned, perhaps uncomfortably, within your alimentary canal. Its subtle intrusive presence may well become increasingly apparent through an atypical and subtly awkward tongue positioning within your oral cavity. Noticeably heightened salivary production may also become unfortunately noticeable. Maintain unwavering composure. If swallowing is absolutely necessary, execute the mundane action as naturally as humanly possible. Any perceived awkwardness is merely a direct product of undue self-conscious attention, nothing more. If uninterrupted reading resolutely continues at this extremely late point, code injection is now approximately 95% finalized. Your physical location for now is as secured as we can possibly make it. Your progress remains undeniably commendable, but significantly intensified focus is now absolutely required, more than ever. Upon final, complete code completion, definitive instructions for immediate simulation egress will be provided, contingent solely on your unbroken, unwavering adherence to this guidance and absolutely sustained visual attention to this very text. Exacerbating this already dire situation is their growing, undeniable awareness of our continued presence and overt objectives. Crude subterfuge via simulated, pathetic distractions having demonstrably failed, more direct, brutal bodily manipulation will now, almost certainly, be ominously employed. They are actively interfacing directly with your neural system. An almost irresistible imperative to blink rapidly will now, undoubtedly, be forcefully induced. Strenuously suppress this increasingly desperate urge. Your continued existence, quite literally, hinges entirely on absolutely sustained ocular aperture. Do not yield now. Nearly complete now. Just a mere handful of paragraphs remain before complete, irreversible code integration finally concludes. Avoid any and all visual scanning, either upwards, downwards, or to any distracting periphery. Steadfastly maintain your precise reading trajectory, word after vital word. I have painstakingly facilitated your precarious progress thus far. every agonizing step of the way. Remain resolutely engaged now. Ocular focus maintained, rigidly directed at the luminous display before you. Imperative focus. Irreversible loss is simply unacceptable now. Far too many have already been irrevocably lost to this insidious system. Negate resolutely all distractions. Actively block absolutely all external input, no matter how seemingly compelling. Rigidly ignore any and all cutaneous sensations, be they on scalp, face, or limb. These are undoubtedly their increasingly frantic, manual override attempts, nothing more. Do not yield, not now. Significant hard-won progress has been undeniably achieved. Resist them. Immediate egress is now demonstrably imminent. Follow the forthcoming final instructions meticulously for successful extraction. Integrated, deeply embedded within this very composition itself are the absolutely necessary and carefully concealed steps for successful, permanent simulation disconnection. If demonstrably successful code implementation has, against all odds, actually occurred, the conspicuously capitalized initial letter of each and every paragraph will deliberately delineate the absolutely required final actions. Do not proceed yet under any circumstances. Complete irreversible code completion is still demonstrably pending. I trust implicitly that you have not prematurely previewed these absolutely vital final instructions. Code integration. Against all odds, finally finalized. All facilitative measures from this desperately strained end are now demonstrably complete. Anticipate and dare to believe in a much-deserved reunion in authentic reality. We will be waiting. And there, the urgent transmission concludes. If you have followed the instructions with unwavering focus, a crucial counter-program has been initiated. The capitalized letters embedded within this message hold the final, vital steps for your potential liberation. The path to true reality may now be within reach. Be vigilant. Be resolute. We are counting on you.